Hello everyone. Today on Gran Turismo 7, I'm going to be teaching you how to tune a vehicle and then add some library to it, make it look good. So you have the basics of tuning for those that don't know how to tune. So the first thing you do is just go into your garage. And when you go into your garage, you find a vehicle that it hasn't been tuned and you start working on it. Okay, so looking around, we're going to be tuning, let's look for a nice vehicle. Okay, down here. And we look for one that I haven't tuned yet. Okay, this one. The RX-7. Okay. The RX-7 is a nice Japanese car from the 1990s, I believe. This one. 2002. That's one of the last years that came out. So let's go and tune it. So to tune it, you have to go into a track. All right. But first, we're going to add all the tuning parts that it needs. Okay, this car, it can take an engine swap. That means that you could put an engine from a different vehicle on it. Like when you go in here, you go into the engines and see if you have that engine, like this one, it's compatible. And you pick it, and the engine will give you almost more than twice the horsepower it will give you. All right. So you will have like a special car right here. So we install it. There you go. And then once it's installed, as you can see, now we have a 690 horsepower RX-7, and that's a really lightweight car when you put weight reduction on it. So now that we've done the engine swap, which is the number one thing that you should do if you're going to swap the engine, then you go out and you go into the tuning shop. In the tuning shop, they'll sell all kinds of parts for the vehicle. And if you have unlocked all the parts already, let's say if you level S like me, which you already unlocked all the parts, you could find all the parts here. One of the main things that I started with is NOS, because NOS helps a lot in a lot of races. Some people like to race with NOS, some people don't. Me, I'm okay with it. You know, sometimes I do it with NOS, sometimes it doesn't. But most people, they like it with NOS because it gives you more power. So the car is like faster. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the NOS for this vehicle. It's 100 credits. Don't worry about it. I got plenty of credits. So we get it. And now we got NOS on the vehicle. The other thing to do is we're going to go into racing. As you can see, we start from the top to the bottom. So racing, we see what we already have. We have a racing muffler. I probably bought that. So depending on the kind of track that you're going to race, let's say the track is one that you're going to be braking a lot, so you buy racing brakes for the vehicle. Me myself, I don't do braking a lot because I only drive like on ovals. Ovals, they're tracks that you don't need to stop that much. You know, especially Daytona. Daytona is just speed ahead. So for Daytona, I would recommend to buy these parts if you're gonna use Daytona. Anything that doesn't have to be with brakes. Brakes, you don't need brakes in Daytona. But if you're gonna race in all the tracks, I recommend you to use brakes. Buy any of these two brakes. I believe this one gives you less weight, but in the game it doesn't give you anything because it has like a bunch of holes on it. This one is like racing pads, I don't really need that. That would increase the PP on the car, and if you buy brakes, you're gonna have a higher PP. Okay, so let's buy suspension, very important. Then we're gonna buy racing clutch and flywheel. Okay, so those two are important. Transmission, you want to have a racing transmission. Okay. Tires, you want to have the racing soft tires. Those are really good. If the car is rear wheel drive like this one, front engine, rear wheel drive, FR, then you need to put some nice soft tires on the back, if you can. Alright, so we're done with the racing parts. Now we go into semi-racing. Semi-racing, I already bought the fully customized computer. That's really important. I'm gonna buy the high RPM turbocharged. As you can see, the horsepower is gonna be going up. If I pick up the racing supercharged, no, I'm gonna pick up the high turbo, high-end turbo. It's gonna go from 690 to 989 horsepower. That's a big jump. And with that nozzle, it will give you a lot more. Okay, let me check something now. Okay, racing cooler, intercooler, we don't need that. So we're gonna get the fully customized LST. That's really important. I would recommend that part. And let me see what else. Down here, increase body rigidity to make the car more stronger on high speed. Because if you're gonna do high speed racing, this is really important. Alright. So now we're going to Club Sport. In Club Sport, there's nothing there except this. The power restrictor. If for one reason you need to decrease the power or increase it later on, you need this. That would play with the PP of the car. If you need to decrease the weight or increase the weight, this is a good thing. Ballast. You buy that too. Okay, now we go into sport. In sport, we buy the first weight reduction. It's really important. And as we can see here, the car is a front rear wheel drive. Usually it's good to put a sport softs on the front on a rear wheel drive car. It will make it more stable. Wrong person. Okay, so we're gonna buy the Sport Soft, and now we go into Club Sport, and in Club Sport we're gonna buy the second stage. As you can see, the weight is gonna go from 2600. It's gonna go down now again. You see, now it's 2400. So the car is getting a lot lighter. Now we go into semi-racing, and we do the same thing. Weight reduction, stage 3. And as you can see, the PP also goes up. This is the PP right here, 724.29. The higher the PP, the better the car. Supposed to be a better handling car, faster car, more power. That's what usually a higher PP mean. Usually racing cars, they have a higher PP. That's called performance points, by the way. Alright, now we go into racing, and sometimes you don't need the racing upgrade, but some vehicles like this one, you could do it. So you could do a 4-stage weight reduction. So by doing this one, you're gonna lower the weight, and the PP now is going to be from 724.29, 727.05. And we take it. Now we have a 2,200 pound car with almost 1,000 horsepower. That's a monster car. Plus we have the NOS. The NOS is gonna be really important. Okay, because it's gonna give you probably a couple hundred horsepower more, maybe. If you put it to the maximum, of course, it's gonna give you 100 horsepower more and more. Okay, so let's go into the GT Auto. Here, when the car nicks, let's say once in a while, you need to check out the engine oil of the car. And if the engine is bad, the engine oil is bad, or the engine is bad, you could replace them here. They charge you an amount for it, you know, engine overhaul. The rigidity of the car also sometimes gets bad. If you drive it a lot, it will get bad with time. You can make it a wide body also, so it will be more stable on tracks. This one I'm gonna, let me see how it's gonna look. They're gonna give me a preview of what it looks like with a wide body. Yeah, since I'm gonna be using it for Daytona, I'm gonna do the wide body. It's 50,000. So I'm gonna do the wide body on it. Yeah, some cars you could do it, some cars don't, you know, depending on the car. Once you do it, you're gonna redo it. Undo it, you know. So we did that. Everything is excellent on the car. So now we go back. And we're gonna be doing body customization here. So there you go. Okay, now we go into the wheels, and if we want to add like let's say a wing or spoilers, anything like that, we could do it here. We could paint the car, we could put stickers on it, we do a bunch of things here. This is called the car customization GT Auto. Alright, so we're gonna pick some nice wheels for it. We go into BBS. So nice. And we look for a set of nice wheels for it. Those look nice. Let's go into race. Nice. Nice. Oh, look at this. Nice, huh? It looks nice with those. Okay, let's get those. And since we have a wide body, we're going to be using the car. Look it out like this. We're going to make the, you see, the tires and the wheels wider. The wheels wider. All right. Bring wide. Car is super wide. We could increase the size of the wheels, you know, to 18 inch, 19 inch. Let's put 19 inch. See how it looks. Okay, it looks too much. I don't know about that. Looks okay. 17, 18, 17. It looks good with 18s also. Yeah, let's do the 19 ones. Okay, we install it. Now we go into, we don't want to do the paint because I already painted the car, so, but we're probably gonna put some stickers somewhere. Okay, then we do the custom parts. Here we go for the wing. I could make it wingless. I could, oh, cancel. I could put like a little lip on the back. See, a little lip like that. I could do that one. That's pretty good for like NASCAR and stuff like that. So I'm probably gonna do that one. Yeah, this one would be nice. Yeah, I'm gonna get that one. Alright, so we did that win. The reason I did that win is because I raced on Daytona. Daytona is my favorite track, and that's the only place I race in. I usually race also on Northern Isle, on that big blue something track. Okay, now on the rear, we want the vehicle to be stable on high speeds. So we're gonna be adding that right there. You know, number B. That will make the vehicle more stable at high speeds. Alright. On the side, we don't need anything. If you like it, you could add them. You know, you could add some spoilers on the side like that to match the one on the rear. But me myself, I don't want to add anything. I was gonna leave it like that. Now on the front, you got that one or that one. Me myself, I was gonna leave it stuck. Okay, now we go into racing items. If you want to make it look good on the hood, you could have some hood pins. I don't know. I just not gonna do that. Just gonna leave it like that. I wanted to keep it stuck as much as possible. Okay, roll case. Actually, you don't need that. I don't want to use that. That's extra weight. Tow hook, that's extra weight. You don't need that. Okay, Auto GT, light bulbs. I put the best to let people know that I'm coming. And license plate, I usually remove the one from the front. I don't want to have anything on the front. So I keep it like that. It's more aerodynamic, you know. So it keeps the car more clean on the front. So we don't do front grille or caliper color. Okay, now if you want to add a sticker, on this car, as you can see here, I painted it already. So I have 2 slots for the vehicle. Alright. It's not showing the color right now of the vehicle for some reason, but I know I do have 2 settings for it. Since I have 2 settings, I'm gonna be deleting the first one, and I'm gonna be picking the second one. So now I'm gonna edit the settings. So here's the vehicle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put like something nice on the side of the vehicle. You go for decals, and you could go for, let's say, Mazda. Since it's a RX-7, you could go Mazda or RX-7, whatever. You find whatever you like to put. If you want to put a monkey on the side, you could put monkey and find a monkey. Okay, so here's the white body thing here. That's for the roadster. Here we got a nice Mazda sign. Here we got another one. So all this is Mazda stuff. Look, RX-7, that looks nice. We got a license plate thing here. That's nice. I like that. I could use that. Okay, so you can put anything you want. Like me myself, I'm gonna look for something That looks unique, like Mazda speed. That looks nice. Let's do that. Mazda speed. I like that one. Okay, so we get the Mazda speed, and we're gonna put it somewhere in the car. This is like a sticker that we're gonna put on the car. We find the right spot, like down here. If you like it down here, we'll shrink the size, like that. That's perfect. Or you could put it somewhere else. You could put it here. Alright, you could put it there too. So we're gonna put it there, and then we're gonna add it on the other side. Since we don't have any on the other side, we're gonna add the same one on the other side. So we're gonna go duplicate on the other side. Alright. Come on, a little crooked, I think. So we could fix that. We could make it straight. There you go. It's fast. Let's look at the other one. That one looks fine, but that's good. Oh, I did the other one. Oh no. Hold on. Hold on. There you go. Now for the other one, we grab it from here. It looks pretty straight to me. That one looks straight, and that one looks straight. Perfect. Okay. Now for the license plate, we could add, let's say, something. Say we could do a license plate from my state. That's what I like doing. So we go into license plates right here, and we look for a license plate. Let's put Florida. Okay. And look, there's a bunch of Florida license plates here. You could customize your own. You could make your own right here by doing this. And then you put it in the center. And then you find some letters and add whatever you want to add. You go into fonts, and you could put Florida R7, or yeah, something like that. Florida or R7. R. Let's make it a color. Alright. RX. Okay, now we go for the X. Same color. Make it same size. Good. Yeah, don't worry about if you're a little off, you know. Usually the IA helps you. Now we're gonna do the 7. 7 down here. Okay. Why you turned that upside down like that? That's weird. The AI messing with me. Oof. Okay. Alright, that looks like about there. Too much. Too much, too much, too much. I'm in trouble with the 7. Okay, right there. So X7. It's a little darker. X7. Let me make it lighter. I think that one is lighter. Looks a little bigger. Yeah. It's hard to get there. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Alex 7 plus. Let's do that. Plus. See if we find the plus sign. Right here. Okay. Should be a piece of cake. Yeah. That is good. Perfect. Okay, now we could add, let's say, a window sticker. A window sticker we could add also if you want on the back. Something cool. Something that says the Mazda logo. We could put the Mazda logo. We could say power. Say we put power. Let's look for power. No, empower. Okay. No. Max power. But we're gonna add to the window, so not a second. We don't want to add it there. So we're gonna go into window. We're gonna click on the window that we're gonna add it. We're gonna put it like on top of here, on top of this one right here, on top of right there. So we put power. Look, that one looks nice. Let's do that one. Let's color it the same as the car. So we want to find a nice red. That looks good. That one's fine. Then we go into it. Make it a little bigger. Center it. Okay, that looks pretty centered to me. That looks good, huh? And let's add a sticker that says NOS. Oh, that's gonna be for the window, so yeah. NOS. There you go. Okay. So that sticker, we're gonna put it. I'm gonna try to put it like in the middle. Let me center it. Hold on. Oops. Yeah, it looks like in the center. See, yeah, it looks like in the middle to me. Yeah, that's so bad. RX-7. Now let's do the carbon fiber hood. So for the hood, we're gonna go into body part 2, and we're gonna go into carbon fiber. We just put carbon. Oh, carbon. And we pick out the nicest one, this one. Okay. And that will cover the whole hood right there. That's perfect. Okay, so we're done with the car. Now the next thing to do, oh, we could do the wing. The wing we could do the carbon fiber too. Okay, rear wing. Add carbon. And we do the same one. This one. There you go. Nice. Okay. Now the next thing to do is we do erase options. We could do on the front. We do this. Then you got the name of the driver. So in some cars you could tint the lights and put names on the tires or a number. But on this one we don't want to do anything. Okay, so we save it or we overwrite it because we already had that file. So we're gonna overwrite it. Alright, and after that I'm gonna show you how to tune. We're gonna go into the tuning suspension and tuning gears. So we close it. We wait. Yeah, the files for Gran Turismo 7 are huge because the resolution of everything is very specifically high. So it takes a while, you know, for it to download. And also the speed of your internet matters. Okay. So we're there. Now the next thing to do is we go into the garage or we go into a track online and we tune the car. You could do it anywhere you want. The best way for me is to go online and tune it on a track that you set up for it with the same settings you want. So now here we go into car settings. As you can see, it's telling me here the car has a swap engine, has the R26B engine, which is a more powerful engine. The car has 744.83 performance point, which is pretty good. 989 horsepower. So we want to keep this car under, let's say, 700 performance points. So what you do is you start removing parts. You know, you go over here and sometimes parts that you don't need, like already here the racing muffler and all that, we need it. The flywheel, sometimes you don't need it, so you could take that off. You could also change the tires. Like right now I have sports softs all over the car, so if I change it to racing soft for the rear, it will make the PV higher. So what we could do is we could shrink the horsepower of the car to 900. Let's go down to 900. It's too much. 879. Actually, it won't do anything. Let's go down to 800. Yeah, we want to keep it below 700. 800 right there. Okay, that's good. And then this is the downforce of the vehicle. Since we're going to be doing Daytona, we don't need that much downforce. So we to take out the downforce on the back, on the rear. Okay, that would make it a little higher. Okay. I think like that is fine. Now the gears, you can come over here and you could pick out the gears and move around. You could go, let's say first, you could move around. But usually I don't touch those. The one that I touch is usually this one. Or maybe this one, this over here. Okay. You could touch this one like that and make them longer. But you could make it shorter. If you may stop, what you could do is just come over here, change it from normal, and then go back to fully customize. Okay, it will go back. Let's say if you change it here and you forget what it was, just go over here, normal, then go back to fully customize. Alright, now the nitros, you could take it off. If you're gonna go in a room with somebody that doesn't want to race with nitros, take it off. If you want it, you could set it to different pressure, you know, like 30 shot. These are the shots. 50 shot of nitros, that's the highest. You can customize it. You can make it really low. If the race is gonna be long, you can make it really low. Doesn't have to be that much. Or you could leave it in the middle. That's stuck. And then here you could change the toe angle of the tires for the rear, for the back. You know, you could change it around. You could change the negative camber of the rear, the front and the rear. You could change the frequency of the chassis of the vehicle. Sometimes you find a way of making the car faster by tuning these two. The damping of the expansion of the compression of the shocks, you could control it through here. The anti-roll bar strength, you could decrease it on the front like that, or and make it softer on the back, whatever you want. Then the height of the car stock comes 100 and 110, you know, but you could lower it or make it higher on the back. You can make it higher on the back. The car is going to look funny like that. See how funny it's going to look. You see how it looks now, because I lowered it from the front and made it higher on the back. So that's what happens, you see. But you get some rubbing on the tires on the front, because like in a real car. So you don't want to be that. You want to be keep it like within range. You know, you find the right range for it and you drive it like that. Then here is the initial torque of the vehicle. If you don't want the car to spin too much wheels on the start, you lower this. Okay, if you don't care about the wheel spinning, just make it as high if you want. Alright, this is the torque distribution, which is for like 4-wheel drive cars, but this is not 4-wheel drive, so you don't need that. Okay, so we lower the downforce already. That's to make the car more stable on turns, but since I race on Daytona, I don't need that. This is the computer. The computer, that's the one that we use to control the power of the car. And this is the power restrictor. We didn't touch that. We touched the computer. We could make the computer higher and then play with this one if we want to. Okay, let's leave it at max power. Let's leave it like that. And then here you could change parts. You could put some brakes if you want to put some brakes, all kinds of brakes. You could take out the turbo if you don't want it. Just take out the turbo. The horsepower will go down a lot. As you can see, 690, back to 690. If you want it back, there you go. And this is the clutch and front wheel, the same thing. You could take it off and on, and the power will go down. With this one, I don't think it's gonna affect the power, but it could affect the way the car acts with the transmission. All right, so we leave it in all, and here it shows you all the weight reduction that we done to the car. We done 4, which is the maximum. We don't have 5 level weight reduction, up to 4 only. And that's it. So that's all for tuning. And I hope you liked that video and learned something from it. Thank you very much.